Old, young, injured, maybe you need a light racket. Stay tuned for my top 5. When we talk about light rackets, well, today at least, we're talking anything below 290 grams. 295 and above is no longer considered light in our books for the purpose of this exercise. We're talking 280, 270, 265, maybe even lighter. So, what are the benefits of a light racket? Maybe you're not strong enough to wield that heavy racket anymore. This might be because you're young, this might be because you're suffering through injury, it might be because you're getting on in years. I certainly know the feeling now at this point in life. So a lighter racket may be the choice for you. What comes with a lighter racket is an increased manoeuvrability. They are lighter, they are easier to fling around. What you lose is that sort of easy access, that mass ploughing through the ball that you'd get from a heavier frame. But some of these rackets are so good you might not feel the difference. Without further ado, let's get on with my top 5 light tennis rackets. In at number 5, and the boys from Japan have done it again, this time with a Yonex Percept 100L. The L standing for, you guessed it, that's light. This is a fantastic racket. Technically a control frame sitting in certainly the Percept silo, as Josh would say, is a control frame. This is 100 square inch head, hence the name 100. So you get a bigger head size, so probably drifting slightly away from control, and the lightness makes this 280 grams. So probably on the heavier side of light rackets, but on the very light side for the Percept, with the H weighing in at a whopping 330 grams. What you get from the Percept beyond the servo filter is great control and a great balance in the racket, able to create enough power, especially in this 100 square inch head, but with enough control from the thin beam. The Yonex Percept 100L is fantastic in the lighter model, and I highly recommend you try it. My number 5 light racket. Number 4, from Wilson, it is the Clash, and this is the 100L. So 100Ls back to back for obvious reasons. We want light rackets. The Clash, I would say, is the best beginner racket, and at the even lighter weight, it's going to make it even easier to get on board with. So this again, like the previous racket, is a 280 gram frame. It's a 16 by 19 pattern in the 100 square inch, so really forgiving. The Clash with its 45 technology, absolutely brilliant. It couldn't make tennis easier, and it is trying. It is the easiest racket to play tennis with. You can prod the ball about and get great depth. Super comfortable, super easy to use, and absolutely fantastic. If you're just starting out in tennis, look no further than a Clash. This version 3 is sublime. My number 4 light racket, the Clash 100L. In at number 3. Now, if the last 2 rackets were too heavy for you, this one will almost float away. It is the Pure Drive Super Light. This is only 255 grams, so it's going to be fantastic if you're just making that jump up. Maybe your first full-size racket as a junior, maybe you've got really bad elbow, maybe you're really old. But nothing wrong with that, just might be the case. This is packed full of all of the tech that you want in the Pure Drive. The Pure Drive range as a whole is far more forgiving than it was previously. No longer a sledgehammer, or at least maybe now a sledgehammer, but with a velvet glove provided. Much better feel, and especially at this weight, you can really fling it around. If you want to jump up a few grams, you can go for the light, but I really like the super light because it is really sort of extreme in what it does. Incredibly light, loads and loads of power, really easy to get on with. Should have great fun with a Babolat Pure Drive Super Light, or it's actually S Light, but the S is for super. Give it a whirl, you'll love it. Number 3 is the Babolat Pure Drive S Light. In at number 2, if you were looking for something brighter, something more, I don't want to say garish, something that stands out more on the court, a weapon that could also be used to direct traffic, it is the Extreme MPL. L. Very bright, very, very good. Maybe the most fun you could ever have serving comes with the Extreme MPL. Now then, we've obviously got Auxetic 2.0. Is it definitely our favourite? I do like Minlon. Probably the best material inside a racket. Now, if that's not nerdy and niche enough for you, I don't know what is. Auxetic is a fantastic material that gives great feel, and it's really impressive in this MPL. A racket that should feel like it gives you very little, the Auxetic really helps enhance the feeling and give you a little more pop out of it. In case you've missed it over the last couple of years, Auxetic is a material that expands, contracts, comes together on contact to give us firmer, more stable feeling. This bad boy weighs in again at 280 grams, 16 by 19 pattern. You're getting loads of spin, you're getting loads of power. You can fling it around because it is light as anything. Really worth a try. Again, the profile of player is the same sort of thing. Someone young moving up to their first sort of proper racket, someone struggling with arm issues, all these rackets are going to suit this. If you want to serve and have loads of fun smacking the ball about, the Extreme MPL from Head is a fantastic option, and my number 2 light racket. In at number 1 in my top light racket, it is the Ezone 98L. Some of you may be rolling your eyes because you thought I was going to choose an Ezone from the very start, but I say this with all honesty, this is the best light racket to me. It is the heaviest of the 5 at 285 grams, and I think it actually probably benefits from that. It is packed full of Minlon, the material made from the bagworms, giving incredible feel. And when I played with this a couple of weeks ago, it was actually the first time playing with it a couple of weeks ago, I really enjoyed it. I might even like it more than the standard 98. Not as much as the 98 Tour, but that's my own personal racket. But this 98L is fantastic because it's so light. You can really sling it around. It doesn't do what the 100 does, the 305 gram ones do, and doesn't give you loads and loads of easy power, but that kind of works. It's very maneuverable because it's weight. It's got loads and loads of power still without being too difficult to control. And that softness and that comfort that you get now with the Minlon really elevates this racket. Absolutely brilliant choice for anyone, I would say. And I mean anyone, no caveats, anyone. Pick up a 98L, give it a try. It's a really beautiful racket. There you have it, my top 5 light or lighter rackets. For those that are struggling with arm trouble, for those that need just a little bit of help because they're not quite as strong as they used to be, or not quite as strong as they are going to be, these are the rackets to look for. There are loads and loads of other options at different weights, so it's always important to find the right weight that works for you. We say you want the heaviest racket that you can swing comfortably. Always worth trying to find out what that is. Start with an Ezone, work your way down. These are fantastic. I'm going to elevate your game, making tennis easier for you. Easier is more fun leads to more wins, I'm sure of it. As always, don't forget to like, follow, share, subscribe, so you never miss a thing from PH Tennis.